Hey guys, Jonathan was out here for JM Sports 100, the JM Sports Show. How is it going? And it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I did say that I was going to be back in the NASCAR swing of things. I was going to hope to do all weekend. I didn't get a chance to do the Xfinity race yesterday, but I do have the Cup race, which just ended the CampingWorld.com 500. So this is going to be the recap for that video. I guess for that race rather, there, and let's get right to it. Kevin Harvick started on the pole. It was the 15th career pole for Kevin Harvick. And Harvick has been very dominant, of course, at Phoenix in the past, and today would be no exception. Kevin Harvick would decide to take the outside. It didn't go well for him, though, on the initial start as he got passed by several cars, fell back to fifth place. He did say that it was because he kind of let off and settled down because the drop of the green was a little bit rough and didn't want to tear up his stuff. On lap one, though, Brian Vickers got into it with Jimmy Johnson. Vickers ended up going into the wall and pretty hard, pretty significant damage to the Aaron's Dream Machine. Jimmy Johnson had some damage as well, but nowhere near as bad. Basically, what Vickers made it seem like was that he was told that he was clear, and he was not. Was what he would make it seem. He would come back out 81 laps down. We would go back green at lap 6, but we wouldn't stay green for very long. At lap 15, Alex Kennedy would go for a spin. We would go back green at lap 20. Joey Logano would continue to be strong. Joey Logano took the start initially from Harvick after Harvick had that slip there starting on the outside. And once again, Logano, like I said, was strong, and he was really strong early. But he was strong early at Atlanta, and he was strong early at Vegas, and he hadn't really put a full race together. He'd been getting good finishes, but he hadn't put a full race together since Daytona. And could he do that? We would have to wait and see. That was a question that I had posed. On lap 63, Michael Annett would go to the garage, but we did stay green. Lap 67, we would have a caution for debris, and we'd have our first penalty of the day as the number 11 pit crew was over the wall too soon. And we would go back green, and we would stay green for a while. Then at lap 117, Sam Hornish would spin. We'd see our second penalty as Dale Jr. was too fast on pit road. We'd go back green at lap 126. Lap 143, Clint Boyer would come onto pit road with what he would feel would be a loose wheel. Boyer and that 15 team really struggling early on this season. Lap 180, Dale Jr. would appear to have a tire go down. Car wouldn't turn, then it did snap around and we smacked the wall hard. Significant damage to the 88 machine. Then at lap 236, Tony Stewart and Justin Allgaier would get together a little bit, hard into the wall for Stewart. Stewart would be able to come back, however, but several laps later would wreck out of the race after more hard impact. Also, Danica Patrick would go for a spin late in the going too, and I apologize that the end of the race didn't get covered very well by me. I'm kind of trying to get through this quick because I got to get going, so I apologize. But Kevin Harvick would be, of course, the dominant man, and really nobody could do much with him. In the 312 laps, Kevin Harvick led 225 of them. Jamie McMurray led one of them. Brad Keselowski was fairly strong. He led 52. Joey Logano led 35. So Joey Logano led real early, and that was about it for him. So, another win for Kevin Harvick, his 30th career win, 7th career win at Phoenix, and 4th in a row. That's a pretty impressive feat right there. That number 4 team is basically guaranteed a spot in the chase now, one would imagine, and looks to defend his title. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's early, but I would not be surprised to see Harvick successfully defend his championship. Let's go over now what the final rundown was. And like I said, I'm not going to have points for this, so I apologize. Dale Earnhardt Jr., after his wreck, would finish 43rd. Michael Annett would be 42nd, Brian Vickers 41st, Sam Cornish Jr. 40th, 39th for Tony Stewart, 38th for Alex Kennedy, Brandon Gaughan 37th, 36th Josh Wise, 35th Matt Diabendetto, 34th Jeb Burton, 33rd Mike Bliss, 32nd Brett Moffitt, 31st J.J. Yaley, 30th Alex Bowman, 29th David Gilliland, Trevor Bayne, 28th, 27th for Greg Biffle, pretty quiet day for him, 26th for Danica Patrick, 25th for Cole Witt, 24th Clint Boyer, 23rd Denny Hamlin. Hamlin never really had a lot of speed all weekend and really didn't recover from the penalty there. He finishes 23rd, 22nd for Landon Castle, not a bad run there. In fact, a real good run there for that team. David Reagan, 21st. He was involved in the incident with Danica Patrick late in the going. Casey Mears, 20th. Eric Almirola, 19th. Justin Allgaier, good run on 18th. 17th for AJ Allmendinger. 16th for Matt Kenseth. 15th, Austin Dillon. 14th, Paul Menard. 13th, Carl Edwards. He still looks for that first top 10. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., DW. Darrell Waltrip on the Fox Sports pregame show, on the NASCAR and Fox pregame show, picked Ricky Stenhouse to have a good run as a dark horse. He did have a good run. He finishes 12th. The damage early on did not affect Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson did not lead a lap in this race, but he did finish 11th. Kyle Larson finishes 10th. Jeff Gordon finishes 9th. Joey Logano 8th. Martin Truex Jr. 7th. Brad Keselowski 6th. Kurt Busch, a good run for him. 39 laps is what he led in this race. He finishes 5th in his first race back from the suspension. 4th for Casey Kane. 3rd, Ryan Newman. 2nd for Jamie McMurray. And of course, 1st for your race winner, Kevin Harvick. So, Sprint Cup Series is going to be in the third leg of their West Coast swing next weekend. That takes place at Fontana. So be sure to check that out as the NASCAR season rolls along. The Auto Club 400 next week, Sunday, March 22nd, 3:30 Eastern Time on Fox. And then we will get back to normal, I guess if you want to call it that, back to normal times as NASCAR heads to Martinsville. So, alright, this video is not very good. Well, in fact, this video is bad. I truly apologize. I will hopefully be back on top of my game next week when we get to Fontana. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like the JM Sports Show page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Links, as always, will be in the description. And that's gonna do it for me. I am Jonathan with up for JM Sports 100, the JM Sports Show. Congratulations to Kevin Harvick, and we will see you guys next week in Fontana.